Time God is good. And I just want to give God thanks this morning. I'm giving thanks just because I get to see another day. I give him thanks because I'm in my right mind. I'm giving thanks because I have my family who supports me, giving thanks because God is good. And, through it all, I've come to trust in Jesus. I've come to trust in him and seen his provisions. I've seen him come through time and time again. When you're at your lowest, he's at his best. So just trust him this morning. So this morning, I've just taken some time out to come and encourage you guys today. And I've come to tell someone today, it's time to let it go, And, even as I look back at my life, I'll take you back to 12 years ago. 12 years ago, it was looking as if my husband and I, we would never have children. And I remember going through that season, or it seemed like such a long season. And because it was almost 9 years that we were trying. And even though we tried, it seems like nothing was happening. And I remember times getting really angry with God. Especially there was a time in my life where my good friend, she was married, but she didn't want any kids early in her marriage. And I remember her calling me one morning and literally in tears. And me not understanding what was going on with her. I was going through my own challenge because it was a time where I really thought that, I'd gotten pregnant and then my cycle came just suddenly. And I was feeling so down. I was feeling so discouraged. And it was during that time that she had called and she was in tears. And she was in tears because the thing that I so desire, the thing that I so wanted, the thing that I would have done anything to receive, she had received and she didn't want it. And at that time I couldn't understand. And I questioned God. And I said, God, why is it that I'm the one that want kids at this time? I'm the one that have been praying and believing you for children. And she's believed you not to be pregnant. And it happened to her and not to me. And I would remember getting really upset and angry with God to the point where I said, God, I'm not praying to you. I'm not talking to you because I don't understand why you're putting us through this. And a week went by and I refused to pray. I was seriously not talking to God. I was seriously furious that God would allow this to happen, that I was serving him, I was trusting him, I was believing him, I was standing in faith, and still I wasn't getting pregnant. And someone that didn't want to be pregnant got pregnant. And I remember finally having to give up that fight with God and deciding, all right, Lord, I give up. I can't win with you. So I'm ready to hear what you have to say to me. And it was at that point that God said, Lisa, your ways are not my ways. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. I know the plans I have for you. I know the seasons that I have to take you through. I know when it's the right time. You might think that you need it now. You might think that you need a child now. But I'm telling you, I know what's best. And until you surrender, until you give it to me, you're just going to keep going around in circles. And I just want to use this umbrella as a representative of that thing that I was holding on to so tightly and I thought that I needed so bad. And I held on to it. I held on to it and I refused to let it go. And God was saying to me, let it go and trust me. And I was refusing to let it go. And because I refused to let it go, all I can see, all I can think about was that thing, which was wanting to have a child. and I was holding on to it. But I couldn't see what God was seeking to do in my life, because this was my focus. This was the thing that I was holding on to. This was the thing that I was so caught up with. This was the thing that I thought that I needed more than anything else. This was the thing that I thought would bring me the most joy. This was the thing that I thought would make me as a woman. And then God had to bring me to the place where I realized it wasn't about this. This could not fill the void. This could not bring me joy. And when God brought me to that understanding, I was able to let it go. And from the time I let it go and I became free in my mind, in my thoughts, I just became a free woman, not allowing those thoughts to control me any longer. And I surrendered. And from the time I surrendered, the burden of wanting a child just left. The struggle of it just left. And I was able to surrender that and lay at God's feet. And I remember saying, God, not my will, but thy will be done. And it was at that point that I became so free. And it no longer mattered whether God allowed me to get kids, whether I had to adopt, or whether I just needed to be without children, because I gave that struggle up. I gave that burden up. And it was when I let go and I allowed God to come and do his work in my life that I got pregnant. I got pregnant within a few months. I'm telling you, there are those of you out there, you're holding on to things that you think you need. You're holding on to things that you think you can't do without. You're holding on to things that God is saying, let go let go so that I could come and take and fill that void. And you're feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling anxious. You're feeling hopeless because this thing that you're holding on to is overshadowing you. But this morning I've come to tell you, if you let go, the freedom that would come from letting go, the peace that would come from letting go, the joy that would come from letting go, the revelation that would come from letting go, the shift that would come from letting go. So be encouraged today. Whether it is a relationship, whether it is unforgiveness because someone may have hurt you so much and you feel like you can't let go and forgive them and go and ask and have a reconciliation with them. Whatever it is that you know that you are holding on to and it is sapping your energy, it is sapping your focus, it is draining everything out of you, and you know you need to let go, but you're afraid to let go. God has sent me to tell you that if you will but let go, that he will overshadow you and give you all that you need to be able to stand in this season. So be encouraged. God knows what you have need of. He knows your situation. But he's just waiting for you to come and release it to him. Let it go. And let him be the Lord of your life. If you're struggling at this time, I want you to know that you need not be alone. Don't go through the struggles alone. Call someone. Talk to someone. Encourage yourself in some way in the Lord. Don't give the enemy the time of day in your life to cause havoc, to make you feel unworthy, to make you feel like your life is just going around in circles and you're not accomplishing anything. Know that everyone have their own struggles, their own challenges. But the difference is who you are allowing to guide you, to lead you, and to carry you through during these most challenging times of your life. So I pray that this life was of some benefit to you, that you are able to take something away from it and apply it to your personal life and see a turnaround. God bless you. Be strengthened, be encouraged. Love you. And, God got you. God got you, man of God. God got you, woman of God. God got you, young person. You're not alone. You might be feeling alone in the struggle, but you're not alone. They're more for you than they are against you. Be strong. Peace, love, respect. Pastor Lisa here saying, you are awesome. Embrace that awesomeness that's in you and move forward. Bye.